Wonderful.
I bet you didn't think a stream would pop up at this time of the day. It's 1 p.m. on the West Coast, Southwest Coast over here. We're always doing like crazy late streams with or gaming streams especially. So I'm not anticipating a big turnout or anything like that. I just want to play video games. I want to play a little hockey, a little poker, whatever the hell. I don't know, whatever. Just want to blow up some steam. Just got an oil change. And I'm looking to play and hang with the boys. You know what I'm saying? Hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
Little 3 p.m. action over there. What's going on, B-Man? Dat One Gers, Sanosi. How you doing, D-Rest? How you doing, Two Joints? How you doing, friends? How you doing over here? It's good to see everyone. You know, every once in a while, you got to go do a little early stream, hang out, and just shoot the shit. So that's what I'm going to do today. I want to make up some ground in this hockey game because I want to win the Stanley Cup. I want to win the Stanley Cup before I get God of War. I have been watching these God of War previews and reviews. I mean, they're saying 10 out of 10. I am a big fan. I played all the God of War games. It's like one of the few games that I actually will stick out and beat. You know, a lot of these games I get bored. The Star Wars game, I was just like, all right, I had enough. Elden Ring was a lot of fun. I'll probably eventually dive back into Elden Ring. Very good game. But, you know, it's a little above my skill level. Let's be serious here. It's a very tricky, difficult game. And, you know, after a while, I'm just like, enough's enough. Enough's enough. But God of War is a smashing, tearing apart, fantastic storyline, good graphics. Everything about that game is it's just the perfect franchise for video games. Love it. And you do have your puzzles and your tough bosses and stuff like that. The game looks so good. Michigan, you didn't expect as me neither. I didn't have any plans on going live. So today, let's talk. By the way, Jesse dropped a video. Chael Sonnen dropped a video. Go check out those videos on the main channel, the MMA-Holes, if you haven't done so yet. Jesse did her quick takes. So the quick takes, we have an idea that, you know, I want you to go share your love. Tell them what you think about the quick takes videos. I think she does a very good job with that. And we're thinking about transitioning those into shorts because there's a lot of content that she puts into those videos. So like in the 6 minutes, there's so much content that's in there. So we're thinking about dividing them up as shorts so you could watch the things you want to watch, and let us know feedback on the main channel, what you like, what you don't like. You know, some people like the Chael stuff. Some people don't like the Chael stuff. You got more Chael stuff coming, but it won't go forever. I promise. It won't go forever, but it's weird. It's just weird. It doesn't do us any good. It's just silly and goofy. But yeah. Jessie is amazing. She is. She's amazing. She's wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful. Feeling good. Like I was like, I need an oil change in the worst way. I get like once a year. We barely drive our car. So I had to get this oil change. And when I got it, I was like, they're like $60, $62 for an oil change. I'm like, what happened to the $19 oil change? When did that change to $60? It was incredibly expensive. I'm like, well, how? Why? Now I'm sure there's some places out there maybe you can get it for $30, but 60. I was like, damn, what the hell is that about? But I'm like, stay positive, Chris. Stay positive. So we put an inspirational quote on our social on YouTube, the community section. And, you know, let's all finish this year strong. Let's have a good time, have fun, keep an upbeat, positive approach. Because the last stream I was talking about all the negative shit that's in my mind. Everyone's got negative stuff. It's not easy to talk about the positive stuff. So, as I beat up on these Toronto Maple Leaf peoples, let's talk about some positive shit. What's going on in your lives? What's something positive you can say about what's going on? Fuck you! Fuck you! As we get into a fight. Fuck you! Positive punches to the face. More positive punches to your face. To your face. Punch. I missed. Oh, there we go. I had to go. That's positive. That's positive right there. $80. Now, do you get synthetic? They were trying to talk. I've had synthetic before on a previous car that I had, and then I realized I don't need synthetic. I mean, I guess if you're driving a high-end car, it's a different story. But just regular, just give me the low-grade shit. Like, give me the low stuff. I don't need synthetic. But let me know, what kind of oil do you get in your car? If you do have, like I said, a more high-end car, you have no choice. But the synthetic was like 100 plus, and then it was like, I don't know, you're talking like $150. It's just nuts for an oil change. But they're like, oh, you get oil changes less. I get it once a year. Like, I don't drive enough where I need, like, synthetic, I guess. I used to drive a lot. All right. Oh, just missed. We want to win Lord Stanley's Cup. That's what we want. We want the cup. Change our own oil? Nah, fuck that. On my old cars, I used to do everything myself. And I was like, this is just annoying. But yeah, you do save a lot of money, right? Just buy a bunch of oil and away you go. Just get that, drain it. I mean, I guess it really isn't that difficult to do, to change your oil. So, I guess you could do that, right? Would save a lot of money. I like having them check everything out. Like, I found out my, my tires, they're going to need to be rotated again. A little wear. Then there's like a leak on one of my, on my shocks or struts or whatever the fuck they said. Struts are in the back, shocks in the front. Is that how it goes? I don't remember. But there's like this drip, they said. That's nothing serious, but they said eventually, Just showing that the gonna need to change those. Like, I would never know that if I changed my own oil. I would have no clue. So I like them to check, you know, the brakes, the shocks, you know, all that fun stuff. Mike Jackson checks for oil. Yes, sir, but I drive 3,000 miles per month. There you go. Well, 3,000 miles. Hold on. So you're supposed to get your oil change, yeah, every 3,000 miles, and you do it per month. My God. So, yeah, if you're putting that much mileage on the car, I guess synthetic would make sense, right? That is a lot of miles. 3,000. I do have 3,000 a year. If I'm even lucky, like, that's pretty wild. So I'm assuming you do a lot of traveling for work and work and play. I'm having a tough time against these guys. They have a power play though, so I made a boo-boo and I didn't even realize it. Let's try to get a shorthanded goal here. Oh boy, this is dangerous. This is sketch. Get onside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm really playing with fire here. Shorter man, playing like I got the power play. Whoa! Oh, shit. Oops. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight. I know I shouldn't have shot that. It's wrong. Why is the heat on? It's like 400. Jess, why is the heat on? Hold on a second. The heat is on. Holy smokes. Jess? Why do you have the heat on? Oh my God, it's like a sauna up here. Oh my God. Wow. Holy cow, just got the freaking... It's either the air's blasting or the heat's blasting. We can't get like a healthy medium. There's always some sort of... There's always something blasting. So now it's the heat. I'm like, why the hell is it so fucking hot? What is it? What do we got here? We still have this penalty kill. Look, competitive action going on here. Very competitive. Whoa! Get it out! Let's go! Here we go, boys! Dipsy doodle. There it is, bitch. There it is. Chris Kreider gets the goal. Pull ahead. Play Among Us. What, you and me? Not that many people in here to play Among Us. We will do an Among Us stream again. We gotta plan it appropriately. You know, where we bring people from the main channel over and we have like a good group. You know, like Jackbox Party as well. We just gotta, Fungul. We gotta plan that in advance. We can't, if we play that now, it would just be complete AIDS. Oops, tried to do it on the other side. So 1-0 on the stinky leaves. Those smelly maple leaves. Whoa! Save, Shesterkin. And a beauty. So that's that. That's that. So yeah, we're gonna do some different things on the main channel. The live streams will stay as is, but I think you're gonna see some more content popping up on shorts. How many people in the chat watch shorts? YouTube Shorts, which they added not too long ago, and it's like the big craze. I'm not a big shorts person. Like, I think a lot of people like to scroll through Instagram and TikTok and like all those like a minute or shorter videos. They want the content quick, move to the next piece of content. You know, I mean, I'm not that type of person, but a lot of people are like that. So I'm curious how many people in the chat are into that stuff. I think majority of our community likes, you know, the live streams and stuff. But it'd be silly not to tap into that audience, right? So we're going to try to double dip. Little strategy action. Uh-oh. Oh, beauty. Nice passing. Where are all the holes at? They don't come to this channel. This is our secret high. I didn't even put this on the community section. I threw it on a tweet, but This could be a low turnout. Just fucking hanging out with the boys. You know, just chilling. That's a nice goal. Oh! I should have passed it. I should have passed. Silly me. Man, the heat is blasting in my eyeballs. Like, blasting. How cold could it be downstairs? It's just pumping into my lungs. Oh, you know what the problem is? I gotta change that filter. That's the problem. Like, I feel like my allergies are kicking up and I gotta change my AC filter. Jess, did we get the filter yet? That's the problem. So dust is blowing into my eyeballs. It is very uncomfortable. Okay, we got to turn this heat off. It's killing me. Jess, is there any way I can turn this heat off? Because it is. Okay. Holy cow. It's like 70 degrees outside. We got the heat blasting. What the fuck? What's the weather in Arizona? It's raining. It is raining outside. Well, it says 56. I tell you what, it is so hot up here. Oh my God. I'm going to melt. I'm going to melt away. I do because it's shorts for real. So you like shorts? 2 joints? You're a short person? Oh my God. See, as soon as I take my attention off, I get up. They score on me. How dare they take advantage of my... Hi, Ellie. Do you want to play some hockey? In a couple... Yeah? In a couple of years, Ellie's going to be playing video games with us. Ellie's going to be playing some games. It's going to be great. We're going to be playing hockey. A little poker. Wow, it is so hot in here. My gosh. Oh. Hi, Ellie. Hi. You want to play some hockey? Yeah? What kind of... Wow, you got crazy hair. How was your nap? Was it good? Was it a good nap? Yeah? You want to break Mommy's microphone? Is that the plan? Yeah. See, this is why you tune into our second channel. You get to see Ellie play some video games with us. Ellie, so what's a good word of advice to everybody? Yeah? It's pretty good advice. What do you want for Christmas? What do you want from Santa Claus? Okay. Yeah? That's what you want? You want Elmo? You want a minion? Yeah? A minion, a big minion stuffed animal? Stuffed minion? Yeah? You excited about Thanksgiving? Huh? What'd you say? Were you licking the mic? Okay. Anything else? Ellie, how do you like this heat? What do you think about it? Yeah? What do you like? What do you think about the heat? You know, I'm listening to her voice. She's gonna have a good voice. You can hear it. Like, you could hear certain tones and people. Like, I don't have a good voice, but like you hear in Jesse's got a good voice. Like, you can tell she has a good tone. You know, like a melodic tone. Like Jessie says she can't sing. I guarantee she could if she tried. And I hear it in Ellie's voice too. You could hear it at a young age. I have a feeling she'll have a very melodic voice. She'll have a good voice for podcasts, a good voice for music. I hope she sings. That'd be cool if she could sing. But you could hear it. Like, there's weird things you can hear in young kids, you know. And I'm listening to her voice, and it has a very pleasant tone to it. A lot of kids don't have that pleasant tone, But then again, maybe it's my kid and I'm biased. It could be that. But I've heard other kids and like their voice, like, you know how it just goes right through you? She's just saying and babbling, and it just sounds so freaking adorable. I'm a parent. I will translate for her. I need a cup of coffee, order a pizza for dinner. And why isn't the laundry done? That's very, very good. That's exactly what she said. That's exactly. She's licking the mic. Yeah, I don't know. She's like chewing on the freaking mic. She doesn't understand the concept of... You're only supposed to talk into that thing. You're not supposed to bite it. Yeah, trying to figure out how to stop her from acting like a puppy. She needs like a chew toy. All right. We move on. Thank you for stopping by. This is actually more people than I thought would stop by on a gaming stream. This is our private clubhouse. Maybe I shouldn't have tweeted it out. Appreciate it. Hit the like just for the hell of it. I don't know. If you guys like these early streams, like just for gaming and stuff like that, I'd be down to do more. You know, people show up, I'll do it. If you stream it, they will come. I know people, a lot of people got a lot of things going on. Wow, what a move. When God of War kicks in, there's going to be a lot of gaming streams. They say it's like 28 hours of that game. So very many frustrating moments of God of War. Like I said, I do want to win the Stanley Cup before then, so I gotta put in some hockey time. Win this Stanley Cup. Lord Stanley Pants. Oh. Too strong. Oh, I try to get around him. A very close game in the second. 2-1. These guys with their fancy moves. Sit on that. Yeah. 17 months. She's clearly asking for marijuana cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, she's walked before a year. She's really trying to talk. She says a couple of things. She says yes, or it's more like des, or de. She goes de. That's yes. She says no. What do all kids say? I don't know. Jessie knows her whole vocabulary. What she says. All done, she says, when she's finished eating. All done's a lot, because she wants to get up and play. So it's a very important thing for her to say. Hi and bye, of course. Like, those are the first things they learn, right? The hi and bye is the cutest, though. Like, if a neighbor's walking down the block, a stranger or whatever, she'll be saying hi to him, and they'll be looking at us like, how do you deny a kid, Oh, how did I not get that in? She knows moon. She says hi to the moon. So one of the cutest things that I'll like cherish forever is sometimes we'll just kind of like while the sun is setting, like if it's before a stream or something, before she goes to bed, we'll kind of lie in the grass and we'll like look up at the clouds in the sky, and I'll start pointing at the birds, and she starts saying hi clouds, hi birds, hi moon, whatever. I don't know, for some reason, like those are the memories that they're just like stuck in my head, and I just want to make sure I archive them this way when she gets older and becomes a brat and does all, older kid and adult annoying things. I have these thoughts just locked into my brain. I'm trying to make a conscious effort, and I'm trying not to wish her life away too. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait until this, I can't wait until that. Next thing you know, they're not a kid anymore. So just like enjoying it. Jesse put a nice quote on Facebook. Oh. Even the things that annoy you now are things you're gonna miss down the road. Red Dead Redemption. If not, I'm sure you'd F with it. Yeah, I did. I did play Red Dead. It frustrated. It was too much of. It was such a good game. Here's the thing. We used to play open world with that and just get fucking picked off by like all these young kids. But then we met some really cool people in there too, and made posses. And it's not a bad idea to switch things up. Maybe we should bounce. I never played the story mode through. I played a little bit of it. Not a bad idea. It's just it's too much. it's just too much waiting, and it's just a lot to complete, and I don't know if I have the patience for that. But not a bad idea to switch things up. I didn't think about that. We do have that game. Not a terrible idea. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I was like in a weird place with Red Dead. I love sports games. I do. But God of War that's inevitable. That's happening. That's going down. I think God of War can basically cater to everybody. You got the violence. You got the story. You got the puzzles to figure shit out. You got a little everything. You got the graphics. So 3-1. Not everyone's into hockey, not everyone's into poker. And then you play an Elden Ring, that was fun. Playing Elden Ring was a good time, but I don't think everyone was into that. Not Elden Ring had a story to it, but it just wasn't like, at least, God of War, if you didn't like the gameplay, you could at least get like kind of sucked into the story. Another late notification for the stream. 22 minutes in. God damn, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm glad you got a notification. Most people aren't getting them. When we're done with God of War, yeah, it's not a terrible idea. Yeah, I just want to I want to win the Stanley Cup on this. I really would like to do that, and then we'll probably chill from hockey for a while. Poker is always, I always throw that in the mix. That's always fun. But yeah, you know what? Not terrible. Red Dead still holds up. I remember Sean Hart loved the game. The Orange Wall. I thought I'd hate Red Dead, and I also only play sports games, but Red Dead 2 hits so hard once you get into the story. Yeah, a lot of people said that. Like, what started driving me nuts was, like, you had to, like, clean your gun. Like there was you had to clean your horse and clean, like there was like tedious things that were happening where it started feeling like a job. And it didn't feel like a video game anymore. Like you had to wait and like do certain things in a specific way where I legit felt like I had to go to work, playing the game in the open world at least. And it drove me nuts. Like when I play a game, oh my God, what a move. I kind of like the mindless aspect of like God of War has a mindless button mashing aspect. Sometimes it's too much for me. For the new game, would you suggest playing the previous God of War? Or oh yeah, dude, come on, man. You play even the old ones. I promise they hold up. They're good. I mean, listen, the 2018 one is fantastic, and I guess you could because it's that Norse mythology, so you can play that and understand this storyline. But if you want to get into the backstory of Kratos, play the old games. I promise you, the stories are so vicious and disturbing, and why he's the color he is, and what happened with his family, and the slaughter. It's so fucked, that game. God of War is such a messed up game. It is not a feel-good, happy ending type deal. It's brutal. I would play them all. Honestly, I would start with the first and just work your way up to the new one. And then by the time you hit the new one, the price will be down.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got our first donation. What?
Fuck your nose.
Thank you, Chael's Chair coming in. Chael's Chair coming in. We actually got an early donation. What? Say what? Chael's Chair. Speaking of Chael's Chair, this happened. This happened today. I forgot, I scheduled a lot of these, so I forgot, what is being posted, and then this popped up, and I was getting comments, and I was like, oh shit, this posted. So here's Chael's Chair. It's, it's an ongoing story, especially with the Chael ones, too. They kind of link together a little bit. It's a saga. But yeah, back to that God of War thing. Play the just do it in order. My buddy used to play them. Never got into God of War, though I might. Dude, I promise you, the old games, a lot of button mashing and shit like that, but the storylines are so vicious and good. Wow, the power almost went out. That was creepy. fucking dumb. It's so dumb. That could be the dumbest.
Alex Correa is predicting
Whoa.
a final.
Oh, there's Jesse's thing. Go give Jesse's thing a like too. Here, let me hit the like. I'm number 40 on the second. We double liked it. But yeah, go give Jesse a like on this. Like I said, this content, it looks like it might be moving to shorts over there. So if you love Jesse's content, go support it with likes and share it. Check out the shorts. So shorts might be even better because you'll get it all chopped up, so you get all the stuff exactly what you want to watch. And go show some love to Jesse's content too. We got a weird channel, man. My buddy used to play them, never got into it. Also, did you play Uncharted, story mode? I played a little bit of Uncharted. Uncharted was kind of like Tomb Raider, and I kind of grew out. Like, it was good. Uncharted was good, but it just, I don't know. I didn't, for some reason, it didn't like completely steal my love. It was weird. God of War is like, it's literally outside of the sports games, God of War is perfect for me. It's so violent and vicious and just ripping people in half that I just fucking love it. Would I have to get the PS to get on PS3? No, I think they have like, I think you could go on Amazon and get like the Saga for like $18. Like it has like all the games intertwined. There was a game too. There's one God of War I didn't play, which was on like a handheld. I don't know the fucking name of what it was on, but it was on like a handheld thing. That was like another story that I didn't play. But I played all the ones that were on the PS 3 and 4. But yeah, there was a handheld one I didn't play. I would just get the bundle of, the Saga, whatever. And now the new ones are into the North stuff. Tropic Tom, what up, Tropic Tom? Tropic Tom up in the bitch. What up, Tropic?
Wonderful.
A lot of lonely Sims would love to watch Jesse's shorts. Whoa! Like the old ones. Yeah, you can get the God of War games. Yeah, it's not on Xbox. Yeah, it's like PlayStation. It has that. That's why I stuck with PlayStation. They have the rights to Kratos and God of War, and I don't even think PC's got it. So you do need a PlayStation for that. But if you have a PlayStation 4, you can get the new one. And the older ones, they like remastered for the PlayStation 4, and they hold up. I mean, the 2018 one, like graphics wise, is like levels ahead of the other ones. But the things they did with those games, they're a lot of fun. The newest ones are unlike nothing like the first. I tried Elden Ring instead. Gotcha. Yeah, Elden Ring is like, I feel like it's its own thing. I never played the Souls games. Elden Ring was the first in that whole bunch. I do like Elden Ring. It's not like I don't like it. It's just ahead of my skill level. Like it's so far past my attention span and skill level that I'll probably jump back in. But I think I did better than I thought I was going to do in that game. But yeah, I think it's too advanced for me to actually complete it. I mean, I know people that what's it called? Ben Rothwell came on and said he did it in like 3 weeks. He completed the game. Like, I guess I'm just not on that level. But I do have this bizarre short attention span. You know what's weird? Like a guy like Rothwell has a very short attention span when you talk to him, but somehow can pull it together with video games. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I think Ben Rothwell might be autistic. Like, I actually think he might have autism. Like, just talking to him a couple of times, super cool dude. And it's not even an insult. I think he might have something going on. I never played Last of Us. Never played it. The TV show looks really good. Yeah, it's a lot of grinding, and I don't know. I just don't have it in me. To say I can't do it is it's just, I'm just not, maybe I'm lazy. I'm a lazy, oh fuck, they just tied. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, Last of Us I'd probably like. You're probably right. Maybe that's something I would do. Maybe I'll jump into that after God of War. Maybe I'll like run it back, and there's 2 of those games, right? The thing with me is like God of War is so perfect because it has just the right amount of button mashing, and I have a really sick twisted fucking brain that loves violence. I love violence so much. In fact, I want to see Terrifier 2 again. Like, I want to watch it back. Like, I loved that movie. Absolutely loved it. Mindless, just slashing ridiculousness. It's like the only thing that gives me a true escape in life is just horrific, gory, mindless. Oh, I got a power play. Yeah, Red Dead. That's what they said before, Young Fatty, early on the stream. They pitched that. Another thing, too much. It just Red Dead it becomes work. You know, Elden Ring, same thing. It just becomes a job. You know. Look at me. I'm sitting on YouTube, for God's sakes. I can't fucking keep, you know, to one thing. Oops. So let's score. Let's get a power play. Go. Ice hockey Atari. Did I play ice hockey? I can't remember. I'm sure I did. I had Atari. I'm that old where I did have fucking Atari. I don't remember the ice hockey game though. I haven't played on Nintendo. Blades of Steel and the actual ice hockey game with the skinny guys and the fat guy. Played those games. Come on, let's get a power play goal here. Can't believe I gave up the lead. Well, I could. Actually, I could. Come on, baby. Skate around. Skate around. Get someone in front. Plant yourself. Here we go. Oh, I hit myself. Oh, here it is. There it is. Power play goal. Pitfall. I remember that. I do remember that. Let's see. You would think there would be no sequel to a game called The Last of Us. And to be honest, there shouldn't have been. Yeah, right? It does look like a good game. And I tell you, the TV show looks pretty good. I like the guy, the Mandalorian guy that's in it. The girl that's in it's from Game of Thrones. She's a good actress. I'm optimistic. I'll catch that. The Last of Us is what? Is that a zombie thing? Is that what it... Like, I don't know anything about it. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Lose my lead. Hoofa. Let's pad the stats here. Let's pad the lead. Oh, pass it. Oops. There we go. Oh, deep. Deep, baby. This would be a strong win if I could hold on. Get it out. There you go. This would be a solid win. But we still have plenty of time. Oh, boy. Sit on that. No, you don't. Play it. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Oh, fuck. That was stupid. There we go. Here it is. Oh, missed the net. It's okay. It's all right. We still got the puck. I'm going to crank it. Oh, that's not a penalty? Cool. Yo, he swallowed the whistle. Oh, working around the net. To the point. Stays onside. Throw from the point. A rocket. A blast. Hits the inside of the crossbar. Gets the goal. 2-goal lead. A biggie. A doozy. Adam Fox. It's a zombie game. Basically, you're a 13-year-old who is protected by a big, strong old man. It's like the story of me and Jess. I joke. I kid. All right, here we go. Let's hold on to the lead. Actually, isn't the girl's name in that game Ellie? Because I remember my cousin told me. He's like, nice name. And he's like, I like that name because of The Last of Us. So was it... Is that the kid's name? 5-3. They'll be pulling their goalie. Go. Go. How many people got the alert for this stream, out of curiosity? Oh, fun. Oh, nice play. All right, let's hold on to this lead. Here we go, baby. Here we go. We're a problem. Let's get another. Oh. Under a minute left. They're going to pull their goalie. And... Oh! They didn't pull him. Solid play. Solid play over here. We are playing like a Stanley Cup team. Oh no! As I say that, here comes the breakaway, and they pull the goalie. Oh whoa! It is Ellie. Got it alert? Good. Got the alert. All right, good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at my guys. They're all piling up on each other. Like, this guy blasts past everyone. Undress. It looks like he kicked that shit in. Look at my guys stumbling. The goalie's in a split, and all the guys are just piling on top of him. Okay. All right, I'm glad you guys got it. How you doing, Ely? How you doing? All right. Oh boy. Oh boy, they pulled the goalie. Come on, don't choke. Don't freaking choke. Don't choke. Just put it on net. Go. Damn. Oh, penalty. Unofficial link. Early predictions for Izzy versus Pereira. I think Ellie's gonna. Ellie. Now I'm calling Jesse Ellie. I think Jesse. I don't know if she put it on her quick picks, but she'll have something for you for sure. I think everyone knows where I'm going. What happened? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Damn, we can't even get out of this game. Rest in peace, Izzy. Make a slingshot from a tree branch. Rogan's dead? What happens when he does die? I mean, are there going to be people in the streets like sobbing and like all these... Like, I feel like the world's going to go crazy when Rogan does pass. Maybe this is morbid to say, but let's get the dub. Yeah, baby. Got the dub. I feel like Joe Rogan, even though he like preaches like his lifestyle and his health and all that stuff, I feel like Joe Rogan doesn't have much time left on this earth. You know? I mean, he is in his 50s, right? And I'm right there too, so I'm right behind him. But I feel like it's weird. Does anyone like I see he's in this, like he's got an abnormal amount of muscle on his body for his age, which, you know, God knows what he's pumping himself with. I understand he eats like the natural stuff. He kills, he eats, he tries to do that. But then he's constantly getting drunk and high, and like he's constantly putting stuff in his body that counterbalances how healthy he's living. And I feel like his body is going to just like from one day look like this chiseled from rock specimen and just swiftly and quickly turn into something that it shouldn't. I hope I'm wrong. But, I'm not like wishing the guy's, demise. But I just have this weird feeling with the guy. I don't feel like if you're in your 50s to carry that much muscle, I don't know how that, His teeth are rotting, which indicates he's rotting on the inside. I mean, yeah, he does. He smokes a lot, and he not cigarettes. I mean, it's just marijuana, but he does drink a lot. Like anytime I see him on a podcast, he's popping a bottle of something and getting whacked, and it kind of like goes against like all this healthy stuff that he preaches. Like it's weird. The Winnipeg Jets. They're gonna be happy when he dies. I'm the sage age as Rogan, and he looks like he needs to go get an eval from the guy that scared Dana. Right? I mean, you get like he looks unhealthy, like his face does. But then again, he's in his 50s, so it's not like all of us. Like I'm looking like trash now. Like we get older, we start looking like shit. I get it. But there's something, I don't know. There's something weird. But then again, he's incredibly flexible, right? And he's in very good shape. I just feel like the muscle thing's a red flag for me. I don't feel like we're meant to carry that much muscle at a late age. But then again, he's got all this money. He's probably seeing the best doctors out there. So he would know better than me, right? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How many years do you think Schaub has left? Oof. I was watching that documentary on GameStop on Netflix. You guys see that thing yet? We played Elden Ring. We're taking a little break. Next is God of War. God of War is inevitable. We did play Elden Ring. I don't hate Elden Ring. Like I said, it's just... Woo! Here we go, Panarin. Let's go, kid. 49 goals? Damn. Hope he scores that in the real season. We're meant to look like a bull Buddha at that age. At least that's why I cry myself to sleep. Yeah, I mean... I guess. Like, naturally. Like, if we just... Like, naturally, you know... Go. I mean, that's right. Isn't that what we're supposed to look like? But then again, we're living longer now, and medicine is keeping us on this earth longer. What's weird is the counter thing is everyone's got allergies. Everyone's got like food allergies, and you know, there's all this weird shit happening. So people are living longer, but like the average lifespan is longer, but more kids are coming like with all these crazy, like my nephew, my poor freaking nephew, man. He's going through endoscopy after fucking endoscopy. You know? He shouldn't be going through that stuff. Great kid. He shouldn't have to deal with that BS. You know? And I wonder if it's because of like what you're... Oh, I just caught... That was a stupid penalty. I wonder if it's because of, you know, what you should do, you shouldn't do. Too much information might be backfire. Alsper will be really marketable because he became Izzy's daddy once again. And Dip, his whole purpose is to be Izzy's anime villain. I think he will be popular. Here's the problem. I mean, his social media is funny. Oh my god, what am I doing? They just hit the post. What am I doing? Get it out. Get it out. Gotta speak English, though. Very important. A true champion must speak the English language. Inglese. A true champion. That's why Charles Oliveira inevitably failed. If he would have known English, he would have beat Makachev. But he didn't. He chose not to. So he chooses to lose. Woo! Shesterkin. Let's go, bitch. Science, bitch. Sit on it. Watching the World Series, who wins? Is it tied? I kind of fell off. I know it's the Phillies and Astros. Wasn't it 1-1 or is it 2-1? Who's winning? To be frank, Izzy speaks English well, and he is unbearable. It's better to stay stupid and no one know. The opening your mouth and proving them right. Yeah, but still, he has an edge. Izzy has an edge by speaking English. Because he does have... I mean, he's had a lot of haters, but he also has a lot of fans. And at the end of the day, you want both. You don't want just one. Oh! You want haters. Like Aljo, for instance. Aljo probably has more haters than fans, but he still has people that are interested in some sort of way. Whether they want him to lose or want him to win, they're interested. You know? So, you know, if you're tough enough to handle that, I don't know what the... Aljo, I don't know what the hell's going on with that guy. Every time I see him post on social media, I'm like, is this guy really... He's not like this. At least when I met him, he wasn't like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just a facade. Oh, they got a jet that flies by? That's amazing. That's amazing. They have a jet that flies by. Oliveira should have left his eyes alone so they couldn't see the scary neckbeard war face. That was the secret to Charles's fate. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. He was blind and now he can see. Could be it. Oh, God. Come on. Ooh, the Jets are giving me some problems here. But I'm winning the battles against the boards. Someone get him in front? Someone sit in front? Oh. I couldn't feed him the biscuit. Oh, nice steal. I knew he was going to get hit. Here we go. Oh, damn, man. Damn it, Jim. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor. 1-1. We have a close game here between the New York Rangers and the Winnipeg Jets. My Giants have a bye week. It's good. Probably came at a good time. They lost to the Seahawks, so. Woo, 6-2. Let's go, Rangers. Aljo is his own worst enemy. He tries too hard. Yeah, it's so frustrating, man. It's so he's leaned so far into the heel. He's kind of lost himself. It's bad. Like, even I was listening to TJ on Ariel. I caught that that little clip. And, you know, listen, TJ's the bad guy. But it's bad when you're listening to TJ and then you're starting to say, you know what, I kind of side with TJ on this. Even though he was a prick for fighting. Injured. I was like listening to him. I was like, I'm kind of siding with TJ. Mika Zibanejad. 34th goal of the season. Let's go. Phillies and Eagles play tonight in Philly. Imagine the party right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, both teams, right? Looking all right. Man, the Phillies completely caught me off guard. I did not think they were going to the World Series. That threw me for a loop. But it goes to show you, just get into the playoffs. You don't have to win the division or just get into the playoffs, get hot. It's funny because Aljo has been champ for how long, and he only has 169K followers on Twitter. And that's actually crazy. Yeah, it's his. What about his YouTube channel? Like, his channel's starting to pick up now a little bit because he's hiring people to take care of, you know, his shorts and you know, his content. He's got people helping him out that are doing a good job getting him some more traction. But he shouldn't need that. He shouldn't have to hire people. He should be able to upload something and people are like, oh, that's the fucking champ. I'm subscribing. I'm following. And the fact that he has to fucking manipulate the system and you got Joe Schmoes like that, like us with more YouTube, you know, pull or whatever, that's bad. That's really bad. Anyone that has some sort of celebrity status, if you're a UFC champion, you should be able to make a YouTube channel, throw it up on Twitter and say, yo, give me a follow. And then it just booms, you know? You should be able to do that. There's no reason anyone like us, talking heads over here with no championship, no celebrity status, can build something. Like, it's silly. So, like, if I was Aljo, I would be, like, taking a look at myself and be like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Because if I can't use my platform to grow my social media organically rather than have to hire a billion people to fucking force me into an algorithm, there is something not right. And that is the hard truth for guys like Aljo. Don't tell me, oh, I'm not tech savvy and this and that. It's, you make an account, you post a video. If it's not getting traction here, you throw it on your Twitter. It takes 2 fucking seconds. And it should pick up. You're a fucking celebrity. It's pretty wild. Oh, slick backhander. Thought I was going to pass it. Let's go. I do have a Friday the 13th. I could dabble into that. LeBron failed my bet last night by 5 points. Oh, man. Woo. Come on, look at this. Thought I was going to pass it. Went to the backhand. Flips it up over the glove. He thought I was going to pass it. Let's go. Shouldn't let that go in. Shouldn't let that go in. We're flying high. Game went to overtime and he couldn't get me 25 points. Bryce Mitchell has more Twitter followers than Aljo, and he talks about flat earth and nonsense. Pretty funny. Yeah. let's be honest. Bryce Mitchell says some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen on social media. I'm not just talking about the flat earth thing. Just a lot of things he says, you're just like, what is going on with this guy? This guy's a loony, you know? But he's likable. It doesn't matter what you're saying. If you're a likable human being, people will accept you for what you are, you know? And Aljo does not come across as likable. It's that simple. It's just so... Oh, my God. I just put it on my own net. A brunch stream. Yeah, we're doing a little early action here on the second channel. You know, seeing if you guys like hanging out a little earlier. Trying it out. I want to do these streams, too, to kind of pick your mind on what kind of content you guys like. What you're into, like what's working, what's not working. Like I said, you know, we're going to experiment with shorts, YouTube shorts a little bit more. That's a penalty. So, you know, it's good to get feedback, too, as well. Did you see the interview? Did you get alerts? You know, what do you think about Christine Ferreira? I think she's great. She's my favorite lesbian. No offense to any lesbians in our community already. We do have a lesbian community. Yeah, we have a couple of people. I can't remember her name, but that couple that was in the community. Love them very much. But Christine Ferreira is my favorite lesbian. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, come on, man. This is a power play. Like, what the hell? What are we doing here? What's the deal? Come on. Let's go. Stop. Okay, here we go. Let's create some separation. Whoa, boy. Ah, come on. Too much passing. Terrible power play. You're from New York. Did you ever listen to Opie and Anthony on the radio? Yeah, I was, you know, it was either you or one or the other. You either listen to Howard or Opie and Anthony. And when Opie and Anthony got fucking huge, you know, I did listen a little bit here and there, but I was so loyal to Howard. Nice goal. Panarin, that's number 50. Number 50 for Artemi Panarin. What's this guy doing? He's doing a fish face. 50 goals. Wow. If you're in this stream, you got to see number 50 for Artemi Panarin. A milestone. That's a big deal. 50 goals. I'll get back to Opie and Anthony in a second. I felt Opie and Anthony tried too hard, and inevitably it turned into that. It was bad when Jim Norton, to me, was the best character on their show. Like, I found Anthony Cumia was just a fucking prick. Like, he was talented with his impressions. Like, he was good with that. But he was just a prick. He dated a weather girl, Jill Nicolini. And it was like a public relationship. And the way he treated her afterwards, I was like, oh, dude, what are you doing? He spoke about her fucking breast implants and said it felt like you were squeezing like a bag full of rocks. Like, I'm like, bro, man, what are you doing? Like, I'm all for cringe and, you know, but it was just like, it got to the point where he just came across like a complete asshole. And it turned out it was I was right. He was an asshole. And then Opie, you know, rival radio shows were calling him just a board op. And inevitably, that's what he was. I just took a penalty. Opie was literally useless. He was literally like he was a board operator. That's all he was. He wasn't very funny. You know, so if you like break down Opie and Anthony, they weren't funny. They were just kind of two assholes from, you know, were they from Long Island? I don't remember. And they were very smart how they marketed themselves with the Whip It Out Wednesday. You know, Howard Stern type of, wow, what a save. They had a thing called Wow, Whip It Out Wednesday where if you had a sticker on your car, like girls were supposed to flash you. And it was huge. It was huge. Smart marketing. They had this whole viral mentality. They had good comedians on. Very smart, having like a young Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, Patrice O'Neill. Like, they surrounded themselves with funny people. That's what unfunny people do. Look at Brendan Schaub. They just surround themselves with funny people. Bang. And with Howard Stern, yeah, he had, you know, he surrounded himself with funny people, right? Like, he had other people writing for him, the jokes and all that stuff. So he technically did the same thing. But for some reason, that type of asshole worked with me a little bit better. And he had girls riding the Sibian. Yeah, Patrice was funny. He was a funny guy. I still listen to O&A, and Opie has a lot of good ideas. Yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. Apparently he was a good producer, and they would just call him a board op. But, I think Anthony was the talent, because his impressions and stuff like that. Like, he clearly had the talent, but Jim Norton stole the show, man. Like, Jim Norton was the legit funny guy on that show. And then you listen to Jim Norton stand-up, it's okay. It's not the best. But on the Opie and Anthony show, I thought he was, like, he shined. Sit on it. Let's see. He was talented, but he still... Wait. He knew what funny was. Yeah, listen, like, he had moments. There were some bits that Opie and Anthony did that were funny, for sure. And a lot of it was around his impersonations and stuff. His impressions, I should say. Like, he had a bit with, what was it, with Stallone? He had a bit with, My Mighty Camel Toe with Celine Dion, which was pretty funny. Like, they did have good bits. It's not like they were all trash. There was a reason why they were famous, for sure. But then they had people fucking in churches and stuff like that, and it all fell apart. They tried too hard. Because they were always living in the shadow of Stern at the time. Now, Stern's so old that there's no shadow anymore. It's like now you're living under the shadow of Joe Rogan if you're sitting in front of a microphone, right? He's the guy. The Stern effect is gone. Like, he's on Sirius, but it's not, you know, he's in his retirement years. Like, he's just kind of just chilling, making whatever content, not giving a fuck. It's not the same thing. But back then, Opie and Anthony, literally, they were in Stern's shadow. So, like, they were trying so hard to be that thing, you know? And it just all fell apart. And then Opie and Anthony, you know, had that problem between the two of them. Think about Stern and Robin. As much as they fought, as much as they argued, you know, they stayed together for the long haul. So even if you don't like what they're doing now, it's fine. But, you know, their chemistry is the reason. Fred, Robin, and Howard stayed together throughout. Opie and Anthony, their egos got in the way. Didn't Anthony go to jail for a little while or some shit? Like, I don't know, something happened with him. I know he has a podcast now. Oh my God. Chasing me around. But it is fascinating. I like thinking about what those guys did because they were all pioneers. Like, that genre of radio, it's gone. And it's all turned into podcasting and shows on YouTube and whatever. So it is interesting to me. If it wasn't for them, Howard Stern's, the Opie and Anthony's, there wouldn't be any of us. Yeah, I don't like Rogan's stand-up at all. I don't find his stand-up funny, but there are people, you know, comedy is subjective, right? Some people think he's the funniest thing. Some people think Schaub's the funniest thing. You know, so there's always an audience that will laugh at you. You'll find someone. Yeah, the Dice Clay stuff was funny, for sure. Yeah, and Andrew Dice Clay went on his show. I tell you what, that era of radio was great, though. It really was. There were even smaller shows that kind of ripped off even Opie and Anthony and Howard that were good, entertaining. There was in New York, there was a solid group on K-Rock. Thank you, Ride Drive. Appreciate that. 30 months of membership. Hey, let's go.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Howard at his best now when he involves the staff. Yeah, when he brings, like, Richard Christie and Sal, hilarious. Like, when they come on, they're just such train wrecks. When Ronnie used to come, I don't know if I think Ronnie's gone though, right? Or I don't listen to much now. Jessie used to listen to it all the time, but she kind of stopped. But yeah, when the way he treats his staff, it still is funny. It's kind of an asshole move, but it's kind of funny too. My favorite stand-up at the moment is what's Stavros Halkias? Never heard of that. Ryan and Fez. Those are one of the guys. Yeah, they were 25. Where are you from? Because, yeah, in New York, you had Ron and Fez. You had, what was the Doghouse? Oh, fuck. There was a duo that was actually pretty funny. in that whole world. Oh, who's the other guys? If you know Ron and Fez, you probably know the other one. But then when Sirius happened and Bubba the Love Sponge came up. Are you from Boston? Okay. Who is oh God, it's gonna drive me nuts. There was another show that was really good. And they did like dead baby jokes and Jesus like really fucked up jokes. They went there. They pushed it. But there was a genre like at the time where there was really edgy radio. Not just Howard, not just Opie and Anthony. There was a whole bunch of shows that were pulling it off. Like the anti-morning zoo type show. It's kind of ironic because we kind of have a zoo kind of program here. Like before Jesse, not so much. But when we brought Jesse in, like it opened it up to that zoo-ish feeling. Which I'm not like the biggest fan of zoo-ish shows. But it works in some cases for sure. It also evens out the really fucked up jokes that are made, you know? Like, if you go hard in the paint with the nonstop edgy humor, not only does it get old, but you get canceled. Oh, fuck. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was happening. I wish I could remember the other name. Yeah. But yeah, it's gone, right? Is there any radio? Does anyone even listen to regular radio? Like, if I get in a car, there's a rock station that's on that I'll play, but I usually turn it off immediately, and I'll put, like, YouTube on the Bluetooth or play Spotify or something. I don't listen to any podcasts at all. I don't hate them. I just don't have, like, a podcast. I used to listen to a little Bill Burr, and I stopped doing that. I don't listen to any podcast. We got a little ride drive action coming in.
Yesterday Richard and Sal were in studio for the Dickathon. It was good. Best stand-up hands down is Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, all right. So I gotta listen to that. The Decathlon. Yeah, like Stern still does that shit. Thank you, man. Hey, shout out to Ride Drive for the donation. So the whole Sebastian Maniscalco, however you say that guy's name. So he's a perfect example of comedy is subjective. People love that guy. And I have Italian roots, so I should love him. I have friends that just adore him. Like, if he puts up a short or whatever, they are laughing their ass off right over my head. Like, I don't know what it is. The way he talks, I can't even listen to it. But I got friends that love that guy. Absolutely love him. So it comes down to, like, I think I just like miserable comedians. I like Chappelle. I like Burr. By the way, Andrew Schultz's comedy, I just saw that in the chat. Hilarious. Really funny. Like, they literally make me belly laugh. And Sebastian, not in my wheelhouse. With poker, this is poker with skates and sticks. But thank you, Ride Drive. Thank you, Chael's Chair, for the donation. Appreciate that. Very nice of you guys. I listen to Rogan's podcast whenever there's a fighter that's on. I want to learn more about. Yeah, Rogan, when he has an interesting guest. Will Harris came on. I listened to the whole damn thing. I haven't listened to a full episode of JRE in a long time, but Will Harris I listened to. Yeah, and if they have as an interesting fighter, I want to hear the Mighty Mouse one. But Mighty Mouse, is it me or is he kind of a dick? Like, do you guys get that vibe? Does anyone else get that vibe? Like, I think Mighty Mouse is on the Mount Rushmore. I think he's one of the GOATs for sure. But is he another one that comes across as a fucking big penis? I mean, I guess if you're Mighty Mouse, you're going to be a big dick, right? Because look at the resume. But he just comes across, like, I watch some of his gaming streams and I don't know. Maybe I'm getting the wrong vibe from him. So I don't know how much I could listen to Mighty on Rogan because I can't listen to his gaming streams. Hit the post. Oh, I can actually scream now. The baby's not sleeping. I can fucking go autistic. I'll go crazy. We got 22 people watching. Thank you very much for stopping by our second channel. as we play a little hockey. We talk about some shit, having a good conversation today. We got a good group here. Enjoy your company. How Rogan never get Conrad on his podcast. Right? Right? You know, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Marcus Deegan. He's actually friendly with us. He was the Conor McGregor impersonator. When Conor was booming, Marcus Deegan was everywhere. He would show up at like signings and stuff as Conor. And he would take pictures with Nate Diaz and Masvidal. Then became friends with Conor, party with Conor at the after party. And anytime they would do a stream and Conor would pop into one of his streams, he's like, Marcus, I got to come on your show. Never went on Marcus Deegan's show. So maybe Conor's just, like, other than the Mac life or whatever media surrounding an event or something, I guess Conor's not going to do that. It's weird, right? You think Rogan would be. Like, Rogan, Conor. If Conor was on Rogan, that would be the biggest podcast of all time. Like, that shit would boom ratings-wise. I wonder why that's never happened. Yeah, I wonder what that's about. Or maybe Conor's, like, it might be a business. I mean, he's doing fucking movies now. He doesn't even need to do any of that shit. If Conor goes on a podcast, he's helping them. There's nothing really helping him, right? Maybe he's waiting until officially his fighting career is over to do the circuit. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe he'll never will. That's how you know you're fucking famous. You don't have to do Rogan, you know? You don't need him. That's pretty badass. I'm playing like shit here. Yep, I am. All right, 6-4. 200K pay-per-view buys for a pool. Seems good. Yeah, it seems about right. I tried watching the Mighty Mouse episode and has to turn it off. He would disagree with Joe for the hell of it. Not to give any opposing opinion, but just to disagree, like, what the fuck? Yeah, if you watch Mighty Mouse talk, he's very narcissistic, like incredibly narcissistic, where he doesn't really care about what anyone else thinks. Doesn't matter. If it conflicts with his opinion, he will not entertain it at all. You know? And maybe it's just a strong personality he has, but like I said, if you're a Mighty Mouse, I guess you could do that, you know? And I don't think he's a bad guy. He's a family man. I think he's probably a good dude. Remember, like, UFC tried to promote his fights, and he didn't even try to help. Like, he didn't even try to help market that shit. He was just busy complaining about things the UFC were doing to him, but he wasn't, like, even trying to sell a fight. He would go on interviews and be like, yeah, whatever, who cares? So, yeah, that podcast with Rogan probably is a rough one. How did Joe handle that? I mean, what is Joe going to say? It's Mighty Mouse, for God's sakes. He's probably just going to go with the flow, right? The weirdest interview I've seen was the Kanye one on Rogan. That was nuts. Kanye exhibited incredible mental illness skills. Oh, nice save. 7-4. The New York Rangers are up on the Winnipeg Jets. You're gone. Oh, I shot right to him. Alex Jones. Yeah, those are good. I didn't see the whole thing, but I did catch, like, chunks of them. How's it going, Uncle C? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you doing your thing in the chat. Woo! So we might be 2 for 2 here in hockey. Very nice. Uh-oh. Very nice. Missed the net. Man, I'm just running them. Running this game. Easy work by the Rangers. Easy work. I didn't have any lunch. I'm going to have to eat some lunch. What time is it? 2:15? I might have to have a snack. Get a little hungry. What'd you guys have for breakfast today? 4 seconds left. We bank in 8. Anytime Rogan wears a spacesuit, you're in for a good time. Good man. It's been a bit. Have you seen Kanye on Piers Morgan? No, that interview is hilarious. But the dude has issues upstairs for sure. Yeah, he's fried. He's another one of those geniuses that are cursed with craziness between their ears. I didn't see it. Piers Morgan. That's a tough one too, right? That guy. Boy, oh boy. I mean, if you go hard in the paint as an asshole, you can have a good career. You could be very successful. And a British accent. If you had a British accent and, you know, have a very stern opinion, you could be very successful. 55 games, 56 games I played. All right, we're getting there. We got to get 80 in the books. We're getting there. We're hustling here. Get to those playoffs. Let's go. 43, 12, and 1. This is a good season. Man, I hope I don't make it to the playoffs. I hope when I make it to the playoffs, because I'm going to be positive, I don't fucking shit the bed again. That's what I did last time. Kanye music sucks. Don't get the hype. His old stuff was good. His new stuff is it's hot trash. But, I mean, I liked Gold Digger. I liked even the first song that came out. Like, if you see the documentary on Netflix, or was it Netflix? I think it was. He had some bangers. But, yeah, the new stuff is just like this weird gospel stuff and this, I don't know, this abstract sound craziness. You almost get into a glimpse into this guy's mind, and you don't want to be there. Imagine how lit it would be to watch Connor and Joe discuss, bear versus gorilla. Anything. I would like to watch both of those guys discuss. But I feel like Joe Rogan would be I feel like he would sit back for the ride, you know? I feel like because Connor's the type of guy, once you get him wound up, he just keeps talking. So I think it's going to be a lot of rambling Connor going on. Which I guess that's what you want, right? Instead of you hear Joe all the time. You do want to hear what the guest has to say. The finest of whiskeys. The finest. The finest of movies. The finest of blackface in my mom. Did you see that? Everyone's freaking out about Connor's mom in blackface for Halloween. It was an odd costume choice. But the finest of blackface. Nice goal. Connor on Rogan would be great, but Strickland on the MMA-Holes, I feel it. I mean, Sean doesn't like to do interviews. He just doesn't like to do it. He did Thick Boy reluctantly. It was so uncomfortable. But I tell you what, I think it would be amazing, Strickland on the MMA-Holes. I think it'd be amazing. It was funny, Christine Ferreira, I always like to chat a little bit after a stream, and she brought up the whole lesbian thing with the audience. Like, she thought we might have pissed off the audience. I'm like, you clearly don't know our audience. Like, they'd rather hear you talk about lesbian stuff than fighting. Let's be honest. I mean, let's be serious here. And I don't care if you don't want to hear about. I want to hear about the lesbian stuff, so it's about me. You could talk about all that fight shit on those other channels. Here, you're gonna speak about lesbian stuff. And Sean Strickland, Jesus. But what's great about Sean is it doesn't matter where the conversation's going. Sean will bring you to the place that the MMA-Holes. Wow, I'm losing 2-0. The MMA-Holes try to pull it out of you. Sean just gives it to you. It's a beautiful guest. Did he wear whiteface as Joker for Halloween, so we're even? I gotta be honest with you, I don't know. Maybe because I'm white, so I don't care. But I don't give a fuck if you're whatever color you paint your face. Who gives a shit? Like, who cares? Like, who really cares? Like, it doesn't affect my day in any way. White face, black face, yellow face. Well, who cares? Brown face, blue face. Like, I don't care. But it's the meaning of it. It's just racist. It's racist if you think it is racist. Like, if it bothers you, then you're being racist. Like, who gives a fuck? Does it really hurt you? Like, it's so dumb. If Connor's mom wants to be in blackface, let her be in blackface. If Kanye wants to be in whiteface, let him be. Like Dave Chappelle used to be in whiteface all the time. Who cares? What's his face? Snoop Dogg just did a music video where he was in whiteface. Like he literally was playing a white guy. It was like controversial. It's like, who cares? So he's in whiteface. It's all right. It's a character. He's playing a character. Oh my God, 3-0 Buffalo. Damn. I got some work to do. Michael Jackson lives in whiteface. Yeah, it's Starbucks costume. That's pretty scary. That's pretty scary. It is nuts, man. Everyone's like, well, everyone's so quick to scream racism and this and that. Now, if you got guys running around like Mike Jackson that are just blatant racists, like out of the closet racists, okay, we got something to talk about here. If you got fucking some Klansmen on social media just saying blatant racist shit, okay. But you got some knucklehead being a character that just so happens to be black and you go in blackface. Like, who gives a fuck? When I was a kid, I went in blackface. I was Mr. T. I wish my mom still had the picture. I would 100% show it on air. Actually, that's on my things to do list. I gotta get that picture from my mom when I was Mr. T as a kid. And maybe we'll set up like a goal or something. Unveil the blackface. Mystic Moss in blackface. I gotta come back. 3-0. What is the deal? How am I down 3-0? I had 2 easy wins. Okay. I'm gonna still try to win this game. From the windows to the walls. And it's what dripped down my boy. It's a nightmare of a first period. Let's get a late one here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, you can't just shoot it right on him. How did you watch the new Halloween movie? People say it sucked, but I liked it. What? Let's just say Halloween definitely ends. Yeah, you are legit. Young Fatty, you were the only person I heard that liked it. Actually, no, I'm wrong. There's a friend of mine that liked it, but he likes everything. You had 20% of that movie of Michael Myers. And the amount of Michael Myers that you had, he was like this old, useless killer. Like he wasn't even Michael Myers. It was such a waste. And the shit you supposedly set up in the previous 2 movies to get to Halloween Ends, it doesn't even, like, it's just like they forgot those movies even happened. It was just silly. I understand it's like Halloween's supposed to be silly, so I get it. But it was just so off from what you set us up for. Like, nothing made sense. The forced love story between that fucking wacko that they were, the new crazy man, made no sense. Like, what girl falls in love like that quick? There was like no reason for them to fall in love, just because that's where they wanted the story to go. So they're like, they're in love now. Huh, how did I not score there? Nothing about that movie made sense. And I'm fine if Michael Myers is just running around killing people. Like the second one, that's what he was doing. I didn't like the second one, but way better than the third. Oh my God, he just saved that. What a pad. A Sambo Moss blackface Funko Pop. I was gonna make a Sambo shirt. I was actually in the process of doing that yesterday. I just didn't. I don't know. I couldn't pull the idea together. And then, you know, it was funny. I showed Jessie an idea, and she goes, "What's Sambo?" She didn't even know. I had to explain to her what Sambo was. So I'm like, oh shit! If she doesn't know what Sambo is, maybe people don't know. I don't know. Maybe we can't sell that shirt. But I think a Sambo Ma shirt would work. I'd wear it. I told James Lynch today, Always bet on the neckbeard because they win 85% of the time, and then you don't have to worry about the disgruntled fan base like ripping you apart and trying to kill you, like going after you like they did Sean Brady. You just pick them in every fight. You're going to be right 85% of the time. Get your stick. Get up, you pussy. So just pick them. By the way, oh my God, it was a joke. I truly did believe Islam was going to win, but I thought it was a funny theory. It was the vessel. The evil transferred into Corey, so basically he was just, yeah, I know, but yeah, come on. Come on. Now, young fatty, watch Terrifier #2. You got to see the first one, too. But Terrifier 2 is the perfect horror movie. Didn't even make sense at the end. The end of the movie doesn't make any sense at all. But it just goes to show you, if you stick to the theme and you just be disgusting, you make the kills great, you have a good, solid villain, it doesn't even matter what the story is. It's going to be entertaining. That is the beauty of a Halloween movie, right? Like, you just, even if the story sucks, you want to get that fix. Terrifier 2, I promise you, is the greatest Halloween movie of all time. The greatest. I don't care what anyone says. None better. People are saying best Halloween movie of horror movie of 2022. I say ever. Ever. I love Art the Clown. I think he's hilarious. I love the fact, I don't think I've ever seen a movie that I was like, the story is like making no sense, yet I love it. Even the bad acting in it, like the purposely placed bad acting works. It's bizarre. All because of Art the Clown is fantastic. He's a fantastic, horrific human, whatever the fuck he is. We still don't know. He's not of this earth, though, that's for sure. It was in theaters, but you can get it on streaming apps and shit. I kind of wish I did see it in the theater, but now with the whole family thing going on, movies in theaters are a thing of the past. It's disturbing, though. I warn you. I got a power play. It's very, I mean, it's, if you just think about what's going on, not the most... Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Scream movies are good. When I first saw the original Scream, I loved it. I loved it. In hindsight, watching it back, it's good. It's okay. It's a good horror flick. It's okay. I like Freddy. I like Nightmare on Elm Street. That was like my favorite from back in the day. But there's a new #1. There's a new GOAT of horror villains and horror a new genre, like Grindhouse, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's a couple of deaths in this movie that I'm just like, oh, that I got to watch this movie again just for that. You're gonna have nightmares. Anyone see it? Hold on a second. Oh yeah, Sumo was fun. I still like Sumo. I don't watch it as much anymore, but I still like it. The New It sucked. Oh, I've seen Terrifier. I need to see. Oh, you've seen Terrifier. Okay, so the first Terrifier is just a slasher. That's all it is. It's a really poorly acted slasher, right? What you see is what you get. It's short. It's to the point. You don't really know what happens. Like, just people are getting killed. Don't get invested in anyone. Everyone dies. It's like, it's pretty much it, right? But the second one, they put a little more effort into it. 0 for 11 on face-offs. Okay, I gotta step up here. I can't lose this game. How dare they? How dare they? One. Oh. One. I'm gonna wake up now. Original is better. Which one? You talking about Halloween? Now, Uncle C, I put the kids to bed when you watch. Make sure the kids are sleeping and watch it knowing it's like there's some really gruesome things happening. A little bit. The Friday the 13th series. Yeah, I would give it a go. I heard it. Isn't it like supposed to be like a prequel or something? I didn't see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I heard it was bad, so I didn't watch it. So I didn't see that series. But yeah, I would give the Friday the 13th a go. Poor Jessie, like the genre I love, she's not the biggest fan of. She just kind of deals with it. I would watch Terrifier 2 again. Like I would watch it right now. There's a kid in it with like a really long neck. I don't know what his deal is, but his neck is very long. And then he put a picture of his grandfather on his YouTube channel, and his grandfather just so happens to have that, like it's in their blood, it's in their genetics. This odd long neck. Come on, guys. Second period. Can we at least get a goal here? Oh, God. I'm just missing the net. Like, I'm beating the goalie, but I'm missing the net. Having an off game. Oh, I just took a penalty. You like sci-fi and your wife hates it? Yeah, I like sci-fi too. I do. Sci-fi is hit or miss, but I do like it. It would probably be a strong, yeah, like number 2. For me, horror number 1, sci-fi number 2. I like comedies, but I'm a comedy snob. Like, I don't know. I'm not a snob, but I just like I like some, like I like shit like This Is the End. That cracks me up. I want to really laugh. I don't like to watch a comedy and you only get like 2 laughs out of it, and then everything else is just like no good. I want to keep laughing. I feel like we haven't seen a really good comedy in a while. All right, they got a power play. But I'm going to try to score shorthanded here. I'm going to try to catch him off guard here with Heedle streaking. Ah. Uh-oh. Whoa, they were really chasing me. Come on, get around. I can't. Oof. It's a good penalty kill, but... Oh, shit. Took a chance. I took a chance. Columbus took a chance. Whoa, the net went flying off. Step Brothers is funny. Yeah. Yeah, think about it. We're naming movies like, how long ago was that? I know, I gotta focus. Oh, Tusk. Yeah, that was a weird movie. Speaking of Tusk, I just saw a movie with Jason Long in it called The Barbarian. Did anyone see that yet? It's okay. Got a little weird at the end, which I like. Wasn't terrible. Like, wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. I enjoyed it. Oh, boy. Shit. Shit. 4-0. I won the first 2 games. This one, it's not looking good. I can't score for nothing. Like, it's crazy. Now, that was a power play goal. So, I guess I can't go too crazy over it, but I got to wake up. The Buffalo Sabres are screwing me up here. They're out face-offing me. Wow, he just took it away. Yeah, called The Barbarian. Anyone see The Barbarian? A tragic game. It's so underrated. Art the Clown in the chat. Oh my God, he's here, Art the Clown. So starstruck. Art the Clown. I wanted to be Art for Halloween. Just thought of it too late. Art the Clown. I'm not even scared of clowns. Like, I don't think clowns are scary in any way. I think it's kind of weird to be scared of. Like, what the fuck are you scared of a clown for? Like, what is scary about a clown? Like, I don't know. Although this Art the Clown, like, he does it in a way where it's eerie. Not scary. There's no such thing as a scary movie. So it was a decent horror movie. Was it The Barbarian you talking about? Conan the Barbarian. There he is, Art the Clown in the chat. All right, I got 1 period to bang in 4 goals. Or 5 to win. Let me try to get it. I'm going to try to do this. I can't win a face-off. Boy, oh boy. I haven't had a stinker like this in a while. All these it's so weird. We can't have like a fucking neck-and-neck game. Like it's a blowout one way, a blowout the other way. Oh, come on. Sheesh. Jamming it up, man. I can't even get in the zone. Playing tight. Aight. All right, here we go. We're going to blast one. Oh, fuck. Barbarian. Yeah, Barbarian was all right. See, I liked it because it's different. You know, it's not traditional. You know, it tries to do things that you don't see in a movie. Jason Long was in it. Kind of played a douchebag. But I didn't hate it. Like, you know what? Even if it's not a good movie, if they try to do something different, I'm in. I saw Hereditary. Did you guys see that? That was pretty good. Different. You know? A little different. I like that. Eerie. Not really scary. There's no such thing as a scary movie. It's weird when you see fighters that, like, oh, I can't watch horror movies. Like, oh, I can't do that. Like, you're a fucking professional fighter. Like, you're a professional badass. You can't watch a horror movie? Like, why? What's wrong? Whoa! Whoa! That didn't go in. Oh, my God. That shit almost slipped in. Imagine that's how I score. The Witch. I did see The Witch. It was different. Yeah, it was different. You know what my problem with The Witch was? It was so hyped. I hate when they're super hyped, and then I kind of have these massive expectations, and it was good. But I think I went into that with, like, the expectations were way too high. I hate when that happens. Because then I don't really give the movie a proper chance. And it's like, whoa. God damn. I think The Conjuring's overrated. I know this is in the minority. People are saying how scary The Conjuring is and everything like that. I thought it was okay. But then again, don't trust me because I like Terrifier. So maybe I'm the wrong person to ask about horror movies. I loved Sinister, the first Sinister, not the second one, but Sinister with Ethan Hawke. Love that movie. That's a good movie. That's actually kind of creepy. That gives you the vibe. Sinister. I think that's a movie people should talk about more. Mr. Boogie. I like that movie. Like that. Oh, you know, we didn't watch it this Halloween. Shit, man. I can't score. I used to watch American Horror Story. I think they kind of jumped the shark. But I see the new ones in New York, and I kind of want to watch it. But there were some seasons that were good, and like a lot of the seasons would fall apart. And then I just kind of left. But yeah, I did see some of them. That kid that's in it that plays Dahmer, he's a good actor. Damn. This goalie's got my number. This is crazy, man. He has my number. I gotta at least get one goal. Like, what the hell? Madonna mia. Madonna mia. We want a goal. Oh my God, I'm just making the wrong decision. This is atrocious. This is atrocious. I like they're covering the guy. I just want to get a goal now. I'm at the point where I know I'm losing this thing, but oh my God, I can't find any openings. Come on, come on. Oh. All right, I'm gonna have to start just shooting it on net. I can't get around these guys. They got some good defense. Here we go. Uh-oh. Like, I can't get around these guys. And they clutter up the front of the net. Very tricky. The Sabres are making me look stupid. Estupido. The turd cutter on that witch was mesmerizing. Art the Clown. Art the Clown in the chat. Welcome Art the Clown to the chat. All right, we're gonna mail this one in. So 2-1. Gosh dang. Look at that. They just line me up and crunch me. Yeah, so God of War is something we spoke about in the beginning. Can't wait to play that. Spoke some movies. Spoke about my oil change. Had Ellie on the stream. What else did we do here? So much accomplished on a stream that we didn't even think we were going to do. Craziness. Wow. That was a spanking. Did I see Freddy versus Jason? That was a dope idea. Yeah, I did. That was fun. It wasn't a great movie, but it was fun. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I was just kind of like, the hype for it. I remember the hype was like everyone's like, it's gonna happen, you know? I thought it was fun. I gotta watch that again. I haven't seen it in a while. Gotta watch it. All right, so I'm gonna bang out one more, and then we're gonna shut this puppy down. One more, and then we're gonna shut this down. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Appreciate your company on an early stream. Good stuff. We're gonna play the Penguins. We're gonna try to finish this with a dub. So what do you think? This earlier stream better than the late, deep into the evening streams? This is usually a time that we don't stream at all. Like, this is a pocket that we don't even go after. So what do you think? Oh, I had top chat on. I didn't have live chat on, so I missed a lot of. I'm sorry. I probably missed a lot of your comments. Yeah. Whoops. Who's better, Crosby or the or 8 great 8? 8 great 8. 8 great 8. Why am I'm drawing a blank. 8 great 8. I'm just gonna go with that because I hate Crosby. Sid the Kid. The Crazy Eights? Oh, Ovechkin? I would take Ovechkin over Crosby any day. I just love his toughness. He's gritty. I know Crosby is probably the better person to have on the team, I guess. But nah, I'd take Ovechkin. I just like his style, man. His hard, gritty style. He's a beast, man. Crosby cries too much. He's a crybaby. That's why Chrome likes him. Chrome likes him because he's a crybaby. We're going to win this one. Oh. There you go, bitch. Oh, damn. We're going to win this game. Oh, no, here they come. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Feed me the biscuit. That wasn't supposed to go there. Sid the Kid. Like, we get this kid Lafreniere. How the hell? How did that go in? You think Izzy's going to have a hard time? I hope so. I hope he does. It's a shit goal. Izzy takes it. The win, I mean. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pick Pereira, but I'm a little, you know, I like to, although I've been, oh my God, I've been picking Izzy a lot. I've been picking Izzy a lot lately. This is the first time I'm picking against Izzy in a while. So I might hit this one on the head. I don't think Pereira is a bad bet. Unless Izzy just, does his Izzy deal. Decision. Oh, is that a penalty? Yes, it is. I pick Art the Clown for the win. Here we go. Winning face-offs. Ah, I hit my own guy. I just shot it into my own dude. Okay, go. Let's get a power. It's a power play goal. Chris Kreider. I don't know what the hell that was. Like I'm dumping it in. Just giving it away. Come on, baby. We got an extra skater. Let's go. Where is everybody? Uh-oh. Make him pay. That's it. Beat him to the puck. Bury the biscuit. He has all the tools to get the job done. The garbage. Tropic Tom, did you see... I think you saw it, right? Did you see Terrifier? What'd you think? The garbage bag full of tools? I fucking love it. It was something we needed in 2022. I needed that movie. It was a must. It's just kind of crazy how it's all over. Like, you see all these YouTube channels talking about it. It's everywhere. And then they marketed it like people are throwing up in the movie theater. If you threw up during that movie, I mean, come on. What's wrong with you? What are you getting? Yes, there's some disturbing deaths in the movie, but it's so unrealistic, like how everything went down, that it's just like a marketing strategy that's brilliant. I even saw Shab posted, "Oh, people are throwing up in this thing. I'm down." Like, you know, that was the goal. That they want to get people talking about it. But then again, Jessie watched the first one. She stopped. So maybe, I don't know, maybe people were throwing up. I don't know. Wow, look at... Dude, did you fucking see that? Was that Crosby that passed that? What the fuck? Went through his... Are you kidding? Look at this guy razzle-dazzling. Are you kidding me? Nah, that was Crosby. Look at this play. Through the legs, past the defense. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh my God. That was some goal. I can't even complain about that, man. I mean, there's no way you're stopping that thing. Oh my God. I'm having the problem I had before. Crunch him, crunch him. Let's hit him. Where's the... Oh, there it is. And I have the top. Here we go. We got another power play coming. And I never felt this way before. And I swear it's the truth. Delayed penalty. Izzy's the underdog right now. And is he really? Is he? Oh, that's not a terrible bet, right? Wow, Izzy's the underdog. I might actually throw some cash at Pereira. Yeah, well, if they're saying that Izzy's the underdog, I mean, you might want to throw money on Izzy. Oh, God, I saw that corner and I shoot it wide. A sideways turd. You know, when I was younger, I had that issue where it felt like it was coming out of my ass sideways. I've had an issue. I had one time, I was with my ex, and I had a situation where I couldn't believe it. Now, this is going to get disgusting. I'm just going to warn you guys. Warning, whoever's watching this. It's going to get very disgusting. But I had a turd situation that I never thought would be possible. Hold on a second. Let's try to get this goal here. And then I'll get into this disgusting story. It was an amazing experience. It was concerning, too. It was very concerning. Here we go. There it is. Bitch. Tie game. So here I was, taking a number 2, right? I was in the bathroom, and I had this turd coming out. It felt like I was giving birth, right? It felt like I was like giving birth. It was the widest turd that I've ever had in my body. Like, I was like, what is going on here? I could feel my asshole stretching as this thing is coming out. And I'm like, what is going on with this? All right, let's get this thing out of my body. It's like an alien. So I'm getting this thing out. It's like halfway out, okay? And it did. It felt like it was tearing my asshole. And it gets stuck. It legit got stuck in my asshole. Half the turd out, half the turd in. And I was like, what? I couldn't push it out for the life of me. Half in, half out. So I'm stuck in this bathroom for a long time. And my ex is like, what's going on in there? I'm like, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. But half of it's out and half of it's in. How do you get rid of this? This is like a 30-minute process of me sitting there. I'm like, let the body do its thing. Eventually, you're going to get this thing out. It was not coming back. So I'm like, do I suck it back in and then try to shoot it back out? Do I push it so hard that all my insides fall out of my ass trying to get this thing out? Like, what do you do here? Do I fucking stick my hand back there? Do I grab the fucking turd? How do I get this thing out? Oh, it hurt, man. It was painful, man. Like, I was like, what is going on? It was such a weird, like, constipation. Like, what do we do here? Like, how do we get this out? Has anyone ever had this happen? Now, this happened to me, it had to be like 10, 15 years ago, I would say. But it still burns into my head. I'm like, I've never experienced anything like this. So what I had to do something because my body wasn't naturally getting rid of this thing. I didn't have a bidet at the time. If I had a bidet, maybe I would have shot some water in there, some WD-40 to get this thing out. I don't know. So this thing's stuck. So what do? I fucking get as much toilet paper as I can on my hand. And I'm like, we're going to grab this thing. We're going to grab the turtle head and we're going to rip it off. We're going to try to pull it out. We're going to try to get something. We're going to deliver this turd. It's going to be like put me in stirrups. Let's get this thing out of here. So I grab some paper towels. I put my hand underneath and I'm just fucking like wiggling. I'm trying to finagle it because I don't want to break the head off because I don't want to push it back in. I want to get this thing out. So I'm trying to manipulate the turd to come out of my ass. And what happens? The fucking tip of the turd breaks off. And it's still kind of stuck in my asshole. I should have called 911. You're right. I should have. This is a crazy experience. So I broke the fucking head off. Now it's just sitting in there. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? It's just this disgusting, messy turd in my ass, stuck with my asshole peeled open. Eventually, the body was able to push it out enough where I was able to knock it out with more toilet paper.
About?
You never heard the story?
I walked upstairs and all I hear was my asshole peeled open.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, Jess. Eventually, I was able to knock this thing out, and the relief that I felt that my asshole was stretched like you could fit a bowling ball out of my ass.
That's disgusting. What are you talking?
A crazy experience with a turd. Ellie, I hope you never have to experience this. But yeah, that happened a good 10, 15 years ago.
Could you sit with you for a minute?
Sure. Did you guys eat lunch?
Yeah.
All right. I got to eat lunch. Hi. Did you hear my turd story? Did you hear it? We're going to finish this game, and then I'm going to have lunch because I'm starving. And then we're going to play. What do you want to play? Play whatever you want to play. What would you like to play? Hmm? Yeah? Yeah, Jesse said, what the heck? What do you want to play? Want to play hockey? You want to see what's going on here? Watch this. I just scored a goal. I tied it up in Pittsburgh. We're celebrating Lafreniere. 30th goal of the season. When you think about it, they're all hugging. They love each other. It's not romantic, though. They're celebrating because they scored a goal. Now they're doing fist bumps, and they're hugging again. And see, in hockey, Ellie, there's a lot of man hugs that happens. They're not in a relationship or anything. Yeah, there's a lot of man hugs. Yeah. She wants us to try some CBDX. I'm sure that would work out well. The grape flavor. So that happened. Did anyone else have a turd story like that? Yeah, talk to the peeps. Where you going? You gonna take a walk? Okay. Yeah, where are you gonna go? You gonna go to the grocery store? Where are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to the grocery store? You're like your mother. You just grab it and just start moving the mic around for no reason. Just start moving it around. You want to give me a hug? You want to give Papa a hug? Here, come on. Give me a hug.
Okay,
Give me a big hug.
You want a hug?
Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? I'm starting to tell her secrets now. Watch. Hey, Ellie, I got a secret for you. Go tell the people about your secret. Go tell everyone about it. Go tell everyone about how good I am at hockey. Go tell everyone about Terrifier 2. Okay. You ready to go now? All right, I'm almost done. See you later. It's Ellie. Yeah, so my problems, I go overboard. Sometimes it's too much fibers, sometimes it's too little. Like, I can't find the balance. I couldn't believe that turd. That was something else. It was a horrific experience. That should be a horror movie. That should be the plot of a horror movie. Now I'm giving it away online. But think about this. The synopsis of the movie. You can't get the turd out. And it could be called Turdifier. Right? And the whole premise of the movie, like we've seen movies where people have been buried alive and they're stuck in the tomb, in the coffin, and they can't get out, and that's the whole movie. We've seen people stuck in a car the whole movie, in an office the whole movie, in a room the whole movie. But how about a movie where the hero is stuck in a bathroom and this person is trying to take a shit and they can't get that shit out of their body, and it starts ripping their asshole and ripping their asshole. And it could be a supernatural shit. It could be any kind of shit. I don't know. But that asshole is getting wider and wider and ripping and bleeding because they can't get this turd out of their body. I don't want to tell you how it ends. But Turdifier? Let's go. Who would watch that? I would watch that. That'd be some movie. An evil turd. Mega turd. That's never been done before. And I promise you, I could write a good script. I could make that engaging. I promise. In fact, I'm going to get on that after this. I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to talk about, I'm going to pitch the movie about a turd that on its way out of the body is slowly killing the person it's coming out of. I mean, what? It's like splitting them in half. They can't get it out. And they can't stand up because more damage will happen. I think we're onto something here. I honestly think we got something. Do not steal my idea. Turdzilla, Mega Turd. That movie would be a pain in the ass to make. It would. Be some movie. That could be the next big hit. Okay, we're about to win this game, guys. 2-2. Hey, what are the odds that the score is tied at number 2? If you know what I'm saying. Oh boy, a 2-on-1. All right, if we get out of this first period 2-2, I'm happy. Going into the second period, Hold for Life, the Turd Dimension, Turdmageddon. Sounds like Randy Marsh on South Park when he had the massive dump, sweating and yelling. I didn't see that one. I gotta check that. That sounds like a good episode. I'm telling you, a horror movie where a turd is slowly killing the person on the way out. It's just Megaturd. It's a good name. It's a solid name. Megaturd. Or maybe, you know, if you put turd in the title, it might be too forward. You know, you might want to say like something with number 2 in it, you know. But then again, you might ruin the sequel with number 2 in the name. But like there's a big decision that the hero has to make in the movie to try to get rid of this turd. The turd version of 127 hours. I mean, yeah, it's like, think about all the decisions you have to make as this turd is slowly you're trying to get this thing out of your body. and it's killing you on the way out. I mean, there's a lot of decisions you got to make. There are other characters too on the other side. Like, what do? Do you call the police? do you call an ambulance? Like, how do you get this turned out? I was in that bathroom. I was in this experience, so I could actually be like a survivor that, you know, can actually give some good in-depth, you know, a good vision to this. Renay preserved the turd. Was that the South Park? I kind of have to see this one. I'm surprised they didn't make this horror movie yet. I'm surprised they didn't do this. Well, maybe they did. And I didn't see it. I feel like it's so easy to do.
The Rangers now have extended their lead to 2 in the second. They've been looking good here so far tonight.
And you know, it could be like, it could be supernatural, you know, for sequel purposes. You know, there could be a reason that's out of this world and unknown. Ever since I started talking about turds, I started playing better. I gotta talk about turds more often. I had this weird thing happen to me yesterday. So a friend of mine passed away. What was it, like a year or two ago? A couple years ago, and he was in my band. And I haven't thought about him in a while. Like, it kind of slipped my mind, and you know, he hasn't really jumped into my head. But it was weird. Every time I'm in the shower, I think about I'll think about questions I'll ask during the show, like to a guest and stuff. I'll think about maybe bits and ideas for the show. A lot of show shit in the shower. A lot of thoughts. A lot of what you see on screen is thought about in the shower. So as I was thinking about this stuff, I was thinking of lesbian questions because we had Christine Ferreira coming on. Of course, we need to talk lesbian. So I was just thinking about stuff like lesbian questions I want answered from Christine. And as I was thinking about lesbian questions in the shower, I started thinking about a friend of mine that was the drummer of my band, my old band back in the day. I was a young moss. And she was lesbian, right? So I was trying to think. I'm like, do I know any lesbians now? I'm like, I don't. Like, not in my personal life. But I did have a very close friend that was a lesbian. She was the drummer of our band. And we kind of just went separate ways. Her name was Lenora. And she was like a beast of a drummer. But I have some crazy lesbian stories with her. Like, you know, it kind of jumped into my head. And it helped me think of questions for Christine Ferreira. But as I was thinking about her, all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, that guy died. Like, I was thinking about the other guitarist in the band that passed away. And I had like this real depressive moment in the shower. I was naked in the shower thinking. I started thinking about questions for the show, my old band member, then my dead band member, and it got all like morbid in the shower. Nice goal. So, as I'm seeing names for my new movie, Terror on the Hershey Highway. Have you ever had that happen where you're thinking, like, where do you think? Whether you're driving, sometimes if you're stuck in traffic, you think a lot. Or maybe if you're in school, you're in the classroom, you don't want to listen to the teacher, you start thinking about shit. Or you're doing your job and it's kind of mindless. You're just in the zone thinking about other things. This happened to me in the shower and it was so depressing. Like, I was just sitting there. I was like, holy shit, this guy died. I you know, haven't thought about this guy in a while. He died too young. What happened to that guy? How is he dead? I had this whole fucking, like, weird moment. And it was really weird because I was naked in the shower thinking, like, that made it even more weird. And you wonder, like, is there a higher power and all that crap? Like, you start thinking about all that stuff as you're naked in the shower. You start thinking about things that you don't think about in your everyday life. I don't know why I just thought of that, but somehow the turd conversation segued me into that. It's weird, man. It's weird to be alive. It's weird to be a human being. And you have, like, these bizarre thoughts that come out of nowhere. And, like, you start, like, rethinking about what the hell is going on in your life. Let's skate away from this guy. He scares me. Sometimes you're just sitting on the toilet trying to birth a breached Lincoln log, and you just start. Yeah, if you're on the throne. Although I don't do much thinking on the toilet. That is one thing I don't really do. On the toilet, yeah, I am kind of scrolling through my phone. That happens. I can't get you. Hold on. I can't think too much or I'll get depressed. I take a lot of CBD, erectile dysfunction. Yeah, I guess if you get stuck in your own head, no matter how happy you are in life, you'll somehow find a way to like unlock these weird thoughts. It's weird, right? It's strange. Sometimes I get so deep into those thoughts, and I've spoke about this before, where it's good to see Art the Clown still in here. Crying in the shower. Yeah, I just start sobbing in the shower. Never got that deep. I never got to the point where... Actually, no, I'm lying. I have gotten to the point where I got emotional. I have in certain situations where you start overthinking shit. But they're few and far between. But you ever have those thoughts where you start doing this and you start looking at your hand, the back of your hand, you're like, what the fuck? Like you start looking at everything and you're like, holy crap. How the hell am I even here? Like, what's going on? What am I looking at? Like, I'll have those moments. Like, I'll get so deep into a thought that I'll start having, like, this what is life? And I'm not high or anything. I feel like I should be high having these thoughts, but I have these in my... I used to get it a lot when I was delivering packages. I'd be working just crazy hours, and I'd be on autopilot, just thinking of everything but work or what's going on. It's really strange. I wonder why I think like that. Like, why is that shit? Does anyone else have those thoughts? Like those crazy, weird, like get too deep into their own mind. Start questioning shit. Like, am I living life right? Am I making the right decisions? And why did I make the wrong decisions? What is a wrong decision? What is life? I always think the way people's thumbs are shaped are weird as fuck. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Use my tears for lube to get that turd out of my ass. D-Rest surveys potty poems. Well, see, I could only imagine what the hell's going on D-Rest. What do you think's going on D-Rest, man? If you're in the chat, D-Rest, like what goes through your head? Like that's got to be fascinating. I think a lot of us struggle with anxiety and depression. The show helps with that with me, believe it or not. Well, that's fucking awesome. I mean, not that you have depression and anxiety, but it's awesome that it helps with that. Because I got depression, man. I do. I have anxiety and depression. It's in me, and it comes out at all the wrong times, where I just kind of break down. I'm like, what the fuck? So I feel your pain, man. I'm glad we help over here. It helps me being live. Believe you me? I know what you're talking about. Like, wow, I'm alive. I have thoughts. That's crazy. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, YS. What goes in my mind, make money, money, money. Yeah, some people just flood their thoughts with money. And, yeah, I'm guilty of, ways to make money and stuff like that. I overthink about that shit, strategies, and that's tough when you get too engulfed in any thought. It's no good, right? Yeah, but that wow, I'm alive thing is, dude, it's wild when you get stuck there. I don't think about it much, but when it comes, I get stuck. Like I get in this weird zone. I'm like, what is going on? What is this really happening? Like, am I on camera right now? Like, what? Who's watching? Is that even happening? I'm playing a video game. Is this all in my fucking head? Is this some Matrix stuff going on? Am I in a pod? Depression and anxiety, awesome. When I was a kid, I had no... You know what's weird? When I was a kid, depression and anxiety did not even exist. It wasn't even a thing. Like, none of my peers spoke about depression or anxiety. Never existed. Never, ever existed. Like, you just dealt with shit. That's it. But now everyone's aware. Son of a bitch. Now everyone's like all in tune with depression and anxiety, and I think that's our problem. I think we are overthinking everything. Too much information. Just look in the mirror and be like, this is real life. Yeah, Yoda Twig, dude, that's what I do, man. I do that way too much, actually. That I do a lot. Like, I'll look in the mirror, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? do other people see what I see? Because I see a hideous monster. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and I see a mutant. What I see in the mirror is like, I'm like, do other people see this shit? Like, it's fucking horrible. My reflection, my picture, and as I get older, it just gets worse and worse. Oh, nice save. It's so weird. That's why I used to love Howard Stern. He was so open about that shit. I could relate so much. Like, he spoke about how horrible, but he took it to another level. Whoa, what am I doing? He took it to another level. Like, he would only film, like record, like, one side of him and shit like that. He was so depressed and he had plastic surgery and shit. I'm just gonna gracefully, like, deteriorate in front of your eyes. We all see what you see. Thank you, D-Man. Appreciate that. Thank you for confirming that. CBD has helped me with my anxiety as well. I really struggle with my anxiety. My breathing is affected. I developed temporary tics or Tourette's. Wow. So when did you start, Mr. Squishy? I like the name. When did you start developing that stuff? Because it is weird. I started developing shit like when I hit my 30s. I never had a panic attack. Or maybe I did and I didn't know what it was until I hit 30. And then like everything went to hell. And it's not because I was more realizing of it. It just, things started happening that never happened when I was a kid. I don't know. Maybe it was because more information was out there. If you had a real one-on-one with me, you'd always wait, hold on. This is gonna get deep. Let me make sure I read this right. If you had a real one-on-one with me, you'd weigh away with an infinite amount of truths you always knew but didn't think of. I fucking love D-Rest. He's the best. Like, I feel like D-Rest is some sort of fucking alien or something. Like, he's not even a human being. Like, he's just something that was placed here to either fuck with me or I don't know. I don't know what he is, but he's fantastic. I actually truly like D-Rest in some odd way. We see you the same way, Ma, so we've just been nice about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have. A real one-on-one, what's that like? Like a basketball game. I just want to know if aliens are real. Had panic attacks slightly since childhood, but not often, luckily. Facing your mortality and thinking about things like existence after death can fook with you. Yeah, I think if you think too much, that's the problem. Raised in a cult, traumatized as a kid, see some crazy stuff, still affects me later in life. I have a social anxiety, low self-esteem, etc. I love this show because it distracts me from all that. What do you mean by raised in a cult? Do you mean like actually raised in a cult or raised in like hardcore religion? Because that is a cult. I have neighbors that are like super, super religious. And they're super nice. Like, they're really nice people. There's nothing really, never have I ever had a problem with them. They have great kids, real nice kids. But I'd see some of the people they bring over, and it's weird. It's that religious group. And it's like, it's out there. I guess they mean well, but there's borderline. If they were fucking slicing throats of animals in the backyard, I wouldn't be surprised. And sacrificing children. D-Rest is like an angry chihuahua. Just don't get too close to him and sneak a quick ear scratch when he's not looking or sleeping. Why didn't I die sooner? Yeah, you think that, right? I think a lot of people think that. I better come back rich. Yeah, what's this cult thing about? Is it just like hardcore religious thing, or was it an actual cult? If it's an actual cult, you got my interest. I was raised Catholic school, the whole thing, and I felt that was a cult. Like when we're all chanting in a church, that's fucking weird. Now they do this thing where they're putting their arms up, like their hands up like this. I remember I went to a mass, this was years ago, and my ex's father, great guy, but he's praying and he's doing this. Like I believe in one God, the Father and the Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth. Like, that shit is fucking cultish, man. Like, that's creepy as fuck. And I'm just looking around as everyone else is just reciting this chant together. And it's fucking scary, man. Scary shit. Like, you look around a room that has an echoing sound and these crazy fucking paintings and these larger than life stained glass windows, and people are putting their hands up. It's creepy. It's the only church religion that has consistently been on the news in Canada several times. I've seen some crazy things: child abuse, pedophilia. Yeah, you wouldn't want to believe. Wow, what the fuck? See, I was scratching the surface with some of that stuff. Like, thank God I avoided some of the real serious shit. Dude, that's crazy, man. And then you turn to Mr. Squishy. I wanted to start a cult, like, for sure. Like, Sonosi, like, he jokes about it over here, but the whole beginning of this channel was the cult mentality. Mystic Moss, take everyone over, burn every bridge on the way to the top. Like, that was the MMA-Holes. It kind of swayed from that. And I see other channels that are trying to do that now. It works. Like, if you stick with the cult, one person, face of the show, let's burn the fucking world down. People jump on it. They eat that shit up. And then when I got Jesse aboard, we strayed from the cult. And we still have, like, wonderful. Like, we still have our sayings and our things over here that's cultish, but we've diverted a little bit. We're not full blown. Before, that shit was a cult. Like, people would show up in our chat and be like, you guys are running a fucking cult here, you know? But that's, you know, if you're gonna build a YouTube channel, you gotta build, like, somewhat of a cult, right? For people to follow in your thoughts and, you know, believe what you're preaching. But, you know, now it's more like credibility, right? If we say things, if we hit the nail on the head, if we're catering to 2 points of view, like Jesse brings a yin yang, a lot of different opinions to the show. So we do have a good bounce back and forth of different opinions, which I think works. But you do lose the cult. Like, you don't get that cult vibe. And watch other channels that are successful. Legit, exactly what I was doing. Start a cult, and I guarantee if you stick with that, you may burn a lot of bridges on the way there, but you will grow that audience. Maybe selling your soul doing it. I can name a couple of channels right offhand that are selling their soul in the cult manner, but it works. It definitely works. Oh yeah, bitch. Oh yeah. That's right, that one, girl. That was the goal in the beginning. The icon of the show, like my avatar, was my face. It was Mystic Moss with a fucking crown. Like, that was me. The whole fucking thing, the whole theory, everything about the show was a cult in the beginning. Like, that's what I was doing, and I told everyone that's the plan. And it worked great. We grew very quick in the beginning, for sure. But you know what? Like, there is a consequence, like I said, and I'm actually glad now I'm a father and stuff like that. If I kept going in that route, the ending probably, I would have gained a lot more success. I would have grown the channel incredibly quicker. But there is a dark side to it, and to try to, you know, go back and say I'm not that person anymore, you know, you might alienate your entire audience that you built, you know. So, oh shit, they won't go away. Most of your thought reasoning is mine from 30 years prior. I have a membered account of the show. I just don't want to talk about my past on there. It's legitimately destroyed my family. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Well, hey, man, the fact that you shared some of it is you know, respect. I thought I sold my soul to the devil, but it was just some homeless man in costume. Now I have a permanent STD and nothing to show for it. Being authentic and real isn't profitable. Fake and lazy gets you rich. It's the fucking... No, I mean, you got to have some sort of hustle, though. You do. It comes across as lazy, but there's got to be a hustle, too. But, yeah. Authentic, a lot of people, hey, be yourself. No, that's, yeah. You got to be a character. You got to, if you're going to create something online, you got to, I mean, there is some authentic behavior that does come out, but at the end of the day, we're not, on here, you kind of get more of a realistic version of us, but not on the main channel. Not on that main channel.
Wonderful.
This community has fun stuff like uniforms aka merch, unique lingo, tier groups / ranks, titles, like owning a studio and a fucking FOF title and goat belt. Fuck. I'm in a cult and I'm one of those dudes feeding it with big dollar.
Don't give away all our secrets, Sanosi. How dare you? How dare you? But you're right. You're absolutely right there. That is cultish stuff that we created in the beginning. So we got to keep those things to keep the lights on, then. And Sanosi, thank you for keeping our lights on. Thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate that. Feed into the cult, baby. Yeah. But in the beginning, yeah, that's what I did study. How to build a YouTube channel. Instead of saying, okay, how do you build a YouTube channel? How do you build a community? I literally looked up cults. Like, I'm not even lying. I legit looked it up. And then what I would do is every time I'd hit a subscriber goal, like for instance, say if I got to like 100 subscribers, I would be like, okay, doesn't seem like much on YouTube, but imagine if you were in a room with 100 subscribers, like 100 people in a room. That's a lot of people. You get 200 subscribers. Imagine being in a room with 200 people. I mean, now we just doubled it. That's a lot of fucking people. You know? I would justify it and value no matter what, even if it was a slow growth, I would value it so much. And I still value that. But I don't, I don't fucking stress over it like I used to. Now it's just basically, how do I keep food on the table for my daughter? How do I keep on making the show fun, to do and to consume? So there's a lot of things we sacrificed to keep some sort of purity to it, But yeah, we'll always have the gimmicks and the silly stuff to keep us alive. You gotta keep that stuff in there. Oh boy. I can't. Come on. 21 seconds left. Don't fucking blow it. Don't blow it. Get it out. Oh, come on. Shoot it. Where is it? Oh my God. These guys, they're sit on it. 8 seconds left. Yeah. You can, like, if you look at, like, in anything in life, let me say this. If you want to be a leader, long live the holes. Let's go. Let's go.
Wonderful.
There are two types of people, right? There are leaders and there are followers. That's it. That's what we have on this earth. So if you want to be a boss, you want to run a business in any situation, you have to run some sort of cult. Like, you have to earn some respect, especially if you don't come from a background of something of knowledge on that subject or that specific type of job or whatever. You have to sell your bullshit until people follow and believe in you. And then once you surround yourself with smarter people, you can do anything. You could legit do anything. So in life, if you want to be a boss, that's what you got to do. If you want to follow in the herd, that's good too, because if you think about it, way less stress. If you want to work for the man, if you want to work whatever job you want to go for out there, if it fits your style, your life, whatever, you follow, you do it, you do your job, you come home, you live a beautiful life. So either way you win. Either way you win. Either you're a follower. It just doesn't sound good to be the follower. No one wants to be the person following the herd in a direction. No one wants to be that guy or gal, right? But if you're happy at home, if you're happy with your family and you have things in life that you love to do because of being in this herd in a direction, what's the big deal? There's no big deal. That's how I look at it. But me, I have this weird thing inside of me. I was miserable, absolutely fucking miserable doing the job that I had. I hated every single minute of it. I hated being screamed at. I hated having my supervisor stepping on my heels so I'd walk faster, or cameras being on me, or fucking sensors being on my truck because I wasn't doing things in a certain way or in a certain pattern, and constantly following what my boss wanted me to do. I couldn't stand it. So that's why I got into photography. I was my own boss. That's why I got into DJing. I just did my own thing. But you're still answering to someone, right? With this, you're answering to a community. You have to make them happy and give them the content that they want. So you're technically answering to someone, but you have way more freedom because you could do what you want to do, you know? So it's interesting. Living is interesting. It's just at the end of the day, when you go home, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. You didn't get the notification. What the fuck, YouTube? What the fuck? All right, let's win this game. But it's fascinating. Like, when you really think of it like that, once you realize what group you fall in, and then there's the delusional people. There are people that think that they're the leader and they're not. And then there's people that think they're sheep that could follow, and they're not that. Like, you don't know. You're just like, well, let me just go with the flow. This is what everyone's doing. But maybe you're a leader. Or maybe you're a leader, but you're meant to be a follower. You got to find that person that you are. You have to. I found it late. And who knows? I could be wrong. I could be a follower, and then I fucking have to go that path down, or you never know. But I think I was meant, because of my fucking narcissistic, delusional, creative brain, I feel like I was meant to fucking lead. I do. I honestly feel like I've realized that even doing YouTube is not the most profitable thing for me right now. It's still something I was born to do. I truly, in my heart of hearts, believe that. And it took me fucking 40 years of my life to say, okay, I finally found something that I think I'm good at. You know? So that's it. I'm content with the in-between, but yeah, need some delusion to lead. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of leaders out there that fucking are completely delusional, and they're not born for it, and they get crushed. You know? You see it all the time. People like think they're strong, but they're built to be a follower. Uh-oh. Sit on it. 4 seconds left. Art the Clown is a fucking leader. He's a leader. But you know how I knew I was a leader? This is how I knew. In my group of friends, I made all the decisions. In all my group of friends, like at the end of the day, I had the final word. Like, hey, we're going to do this. People would come to me for everything. They would come to me for a shoulder to lean on. They would come to me, hey, what are we doing this weekend? They would always come to me for that stuff. Like, I was always that guy. And I was like, why? Why are people coming to me for shit? Like, why is this? I don't want this. I didn't ask for this shit. So, you know, you start realizing, hey, I'm good at this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. Let's take advantage of that. You know? We all follow our future. And yeah, you could think that too. You could think about, maybe it's already set in stone. Like, you think you have control, but everything is inevitable. Oh boy. We won. We did it. Wefuka did it, baby. We bounced back with a dub. It was a close one. It was a nail biter. But I think it's interesting, right? Thank you, D-Man. It's very nice of you. But here's the thing. A leader would be nothing without the soldiers. Nothing. You know, at the end of the day, if you can't fucking build that army, you can't lead. You can't. You just can't do it. So that's the thing. You have to harness the right people around you. And there was, I can't remember which guy said it. Maybe it was Gary Vee, or I can't remember who it was. But said something about, if you want to be successful, surround yourself with smarter people. Like that is stuck in my head. It's so right. So true. You got to surround yourself with smart people, and that's what we got to do. That's the pieces that are missing. We have a couple of people. I have a cousin that put together a website for us. It is fire. Fire. He's smart. He knows what he's doing with this thing. I need to keep him around. He needs to be part of the team. I need someone to fucking handle our merch. I need someone to fucking be a real brainstorm for our social. Oh, fuck. Oh, I just forgot. Hold on. Will, are you in the chat? Oh, okay. Okay. I messaged Will about something. I just remembered now. But, yeah, I need to build a team of good, smart people for sure. Still working on that. Need to mirror your streams elsewhere because you never know, man. If you hang out with 5 idiots, you'll be the 6th. That's so true. If you hang out with 5 millionaires, you get the point. That's true, right? That is true. I have a friend that he is surrounding himself with very successful people. I've noticed as he got older, he's become more successful, and the more successful he got is because maybe it's a coincidence, but he's with people on his level, if not even better, right? So, at what they do. God chose you to create pornographic dancing turkeys. Yeah. Yeah. I thought photography was the way. I did. I was pretty good at photography. Like, I literally thought that was the way. And the reason why I stopped doing photography was because I started dealing with people that try to take advantage of me. I'm not good. Like, as you can tell from my pumpkin patch story, I don't like that. I don't like when people, like, I am the type of person that would give you the fucking shirt off my back. You know, like, I'm the type of person that if you're in my loop, I got you, you know? And if I'm doing a job for you, I want to give you the best possible experience, you know? Like, when we do the show, like, I hope you guys are having a good time. Like, I hope, like, even though this is nonsense. This is us fucking playing games. But on the main channel, like, I hope you're entertained in some sort of way. Or I hope that you are enjoying an interview. I hope you're having fun during a fight reaction stream or whatever. Like, I hope you guys are having a good time. But with the photography thing, like, I would have people that would just try to take advantage of me and try to say, okay, I don't like this and this. Could you tweak this up more? Tweak that up. I don't like this. I don't like that. Like, I had this one woman who still reaches out to me and was the biggest piece of shit I've ever met. And she literally chased me away from photography. I was like, I don't want to deal with that. And I've done weddings before, and luckily I haven't had the bridezilla or any of that, but I didn't want to get to this stage where I would have the bridezilla and the stress of that. I was like, I can't fucking deal with that because I'm probably going to punch a bride. I would probably or take the cake and fucking fling it at her or something. You don't want the photographer doing that, right? So I had to get out. And when I was DJing, I enjoyed it a lot. But there was one experience where we did a wedding and we were eating with the like, it's cool when you're doing a vendor job. It's fucking fun. Like, DJing, photography, you're doing weddings, you're eating the best food, right? They have these breaks and you fucking sit in the back and they're just giving you all the good food and everything like that. So being a vendor is cool. But there was a time where I was driving to a job and I can't remember who I was with in the car, but I remember saying to the person, I'm the help. I'm the fucking staff. Like, I'm like the rich people hire me. I'm that guy. You know, I'm the disposable. I suck at my job. They'll just get another one. I'm that guy. And I'm like, I'm not that guy. I'm not. I believe I'm better than. I believe that I can be something more powerful than this right now. And it just so happened at that time when they were feeding us like a bunch of, like, it was just weird. It was great food, don't get me wrong. But I'm sitting with the rest of the vendors and we're just a miserable bunch sitting there. And I'm looking around and I'm like, you know, they're partying, they're having a grand old time in there. And here we are, just like a bunch of peasants. I don't know. I felt weird. Like, I was the jester. I was the juggler. Like, I don't know. I just felt odd. And I had like I was like, I can't do this. And I was at a bad place in my life too. So maybe that it was the combination of both. I'm like, I can't fucking be the help anymore. I need to be something else. Had to do something else. So YouTube was a whole different avenue, and I'm still trying to learn it. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I will burn with the ship because at least it's something I love doing. You know? So that's that. That's it with that rant. I'm only good at spending money and improving others' harder endeavors to make myself the greatest. But I can really do it for others. Well, hold on. But I can weirdly do it for others, if that makes sense. Spending money and improving others. I mean, Senosi has been a fucking massive help to our growth over here. So it kind of makes sense. D-Man's having a terrible time here. That's fine. It's our second channel. I don't feel so bad. This is a selfish stream. Bridezilla sounds like a fucking nightmare. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't deal with... I've dealt with bad, customers with photography, but thankfully, weddings I didn't have much of a problem with. I feel you, bro. It's easier to see and help other people problem and fix them than to fix yourself. Yeah. I wish I knew these things younger. But I think I had to go through the growing pains and do shit jobs and just be miserable. And I guess feel like a failure to my father all the time. Like, I guess I had to go through this stuff in order to achieve anything, right? That I felt comfortable doing. So it's a weird path. It's really strange, but that's life. It's about us trying to figure things out. And at the end of the day, just being happy. That's what it comes down to. Like I said before, no matter what you're doing, there's no such thing as a bad job or a bad choice to make as long as you are happy at home. You're happy. With your family, your loved ones, or whoever you keep in your circle. Good at delegating, harder to do it for myself in my 30s. It's slowly coming back for me. There you go. I feel like it's never too late, too. Like you could get a job that, like you could start at 40. Like legit, you could literally start over at 40. Right? You do your 20 years, you're 60, 65, you're retiring like a normal human being when normal people retire. So it's like people go through their 20s and 30s and feel like they're a failure. And then next thing you know, when you're in your 40s, even in your 50s, if you think about it, you could always find a way. I think anything's possible. If you live your life trying to make your father, then you will make two people unhappy, or make your father happy. You're trying to say, yeah. You shouldn't live your life to make someone else happy. But you know what? The good thing about it was, my dad like pushed me in a way where it was like tough love. He always meant well, but how he pushed it. I never understood it as a kid, but now I understand it. Now it all makes sense. And he's so much softer now because I think he did his job, right? So I think, as long as the heart is in the right place, he may not be executing it in the right way where it makes you miserable as a kid. If you can understand, even if you don't agree with how he went with it, if you can understand his motive behind it and take from a shitty situation, how you perceive as a shitty situation, and make it into something good and drive you, it works. It does. It works. But I'll always have that in the back of my mind. Am I making my parents happy? Like that will always sit in the back of my head. And I feel like me as a person needs to do that. I need to have that in my head in order to be motivated in any way. 2023, making more bank and Fuka Friday belt with my own segment on success. There you go. Senosi rocking if Senosi gets that fucking belt, my God. My God. The world will be a different place. Something as silly as that. Think about it. It's still it's like a status thing, right? You're literally the only person with that. It may sound silly. It's a belt. It's silly. It's for a show, blah, blah, blah. But you're the only person with that. It's like a flex. It is. And if it makes you happy, it's a fucking badass flex. Colonel Saunders. I'll keep trying or die versus the herd. Yeah. It's weird, man. Life is weird. It's a weird place. It's a weird thing to experience, but it's a beautiful thing. Save and exit. Save and exit. Well, I had a good time hanging with you guys. I don't know how many of these streams we'll do during the day. I have no idea. But if you like it, let us know in the comments, I guess. I don't fucking know. That's that. Hey, thank you to the people that did donate during the stream and people that hit the likes. Appreciate that. And we will be back tomorrow for Fuka Friday. The year's almost done. It's crazy. The year is almost done. We are winding it down. In all seriousness, any goal is good. Yes. Think about it. Any goal in life, right? Like you said, is good. It's the truest thing in the world. What means everything to you may mean nothing to me, or to Joe Schmo down the block. But if it means something to you, you've achieved something, right? Even if it's as dumb as winning a fucking video game. You had a good time doing it. It meant something to you. It was a part of your life that you achieved something and you were like, okay, that's good. That's good. That's a win. That's a dub. That's the thing. Like, if anyone ever feels down about anything, you just think about these little side missions that you have, that you succeed in. You know, that's why people like just achieving the dumbest things, you know, even getting trophies in video games. I don't know, or just like little milestones. It's what makes life so great. You know, you don't think about these things when you're a kid. You just like whatever. But as an adult, you start appreciating the little things. And that's what I'm trying to do with Ellie, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to appreciate the little moments. Thank you guys for jumping in. I will see you on the main channel. Yeah, come on. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Wonderful, wonderful.